So, welcome everyone to another video. Today we are going to break down this trade that I took on the 1 minute on DAX. So, let's start. Here we have a supply zone. We use the same strategy. I implemented 3 EMAs to help me understand the overall trend, and I will explain to you everything. So, let's replay this. Let's take this like it was. So here we had, as you can see, here we have some aggressive selling, this candle and this candle. As you can see, it was like this. So right here we have a gap. This is named a fair value gap. This was a gap which was filled by this, and this is no longer valid. So right here we have our fair value gap. That's our first confluence if we want the supply zone to be valid. So let's draw the supply zone. We're going to get the rectangle and draw it like this. We need to draw from the wick to the wick, not from the wick to the body, not from the body to the body. We need to draw from the wick to the wick. So I'm going to put it just like this. We need a bullish candle in the downtrend and a bearish candle into the uptrend, but I'm going to show you in examples. So right here we have our supply zone. We have a fair value gap into our zone, so we just need to wait for it to come back into the zone. As you can see, it tapped, it broke the 50 SMA, it broke the 200 EMA, and right now here at the 200 we have a rejection, which I was watching in real time. This was a few days ago. We have our push, and right here on the bearish candle, on the break of the candle, I'm going to enter sells with the stop loss right here. So the entry would be here, the stop loss would be here, and my target would be right here at this, or at this. Maybe I think it was like a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and this was, yeah, something like that. And here it will play out, and as you can see, here we had a demand zone. It was just let me 1 minute, demand zone. Which was not respected. As you can see, it broke right through. So it was perfect. And let me be clear, on every supply and demand zone you will have pullbacks like this, and you will have the setup. While returning back into the zone, it will generate some demand zones or some supply zones, as you can see right here, and not always they are respecting them. As you can see, here we have another supply zone, and it was not respected. This maybe, as you can see, this had a gap too. Like, look at this. You see, that's a fair value gap. It was filled, but it did not respect it, and it made a demand right here into a supply, and it was not respected. It's not working every time, but you need to learn what setup to take. As you can see, this was a 5-minute demand zone, our original trade. Look at this. Well, you see, this is our 5-minute zone, and if I scale back to 1 minute, it's almost our zone. You see that? So this is high time confluence. If you are trading on the 1 minute and you see a 5-minute zone, is most likely to work. You know, like here, and yeah. So it's working very good. If you can see a 50-minute demand zone or a supply zone or a 5-minute and you enter on the one, it's a perfect combination for you to make this happen. So if you can see, it's clearly it's a downtrend on the 1 minute. We have some structure being broken. It respects the trend. Here we have our pullback and we made some money on this. So yeah, it's not bad. We have like 20 points something from 30, and our entry was right here. Yeah, almost 30 points, which is a very good trade. So it was like a 1 to 2. I risked, let's say, about $200 and I made 400 right here on the live account. So yeah, it was perfect. So the trade is pretty simple. You just need to learn how to use it, and that's it. So this was it. It was a very simple setup. Nothing major, just a supply zone in the middle of the day with a break of the candle, with a stop loss right there, and our 1 to 2. Yeah, it was pretty simple. I think it was something like that. I think I targeted this zone. This was my second take profit because I had like at 1 to 1, I think on this beginning of the gap I got my TP1, and this was my TP2 because I moved my stop loss. The original entry was with the stop loss here, and after that I moved it just here to minimize my loss if it was to reverse, and then I got my stop loss on break even, something like this. So it was generally like a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Maybe it was 2.1 or 1.8 or 1.9, I don't know, but it was double the money, so it was good. And it was a setup which took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say 5 minutes. So it was very quick. Thank you for watching, and this was, I think, very good for you. If you watch this and be patient, you will get this. It's very simple. I'm going to post a lot more, and yeah, I hope you understand trading, supply and demand a little better with me. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.